We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Stay tuned for Padres baseball next on the show. Chris Paddock gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Paddock is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So 1 gone in the inning here with the runner at first, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. From the stretch, a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Myers going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That average for him sitting at 345. 15 long balls and 34 driven in. Now the 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the stretch. Bryant is off at first with 2 away. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jarrell Cotton will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Born in the islet of St. Thomas, this guy has a big arm. Mid to upper 90s fastball. His best off-speed pitch might be the changeup. One of the best kept secrets right now in the league. This guy is a quality pitcher.
Now in the box, Juan Lagares. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Padres, the center fielder, Juan Lagares.
Pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So he's into scoring position here in the home half of the first following the stolen base as we check out the teams that have run the most here this season. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
To the plate now, Tommy Pham, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 10 home runs and 30 RBIs. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. No one out with a runner at second. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to the Padres left fielder. The 3-1. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Hayward, and the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the at-bat. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Onto the 3rd floor balcony and gone. A 3-run homer off the bat of Manny Machado. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Padres have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the 1st.
Here's Will Myers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the 1st inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Sent out to straightaway center field. Almora in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting it, the catcher, Austin Hedges.
Into the box now, Austin Hedges, looking to get on base and keep this 1st inning alive. And the pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, Matt, and I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
In now, Chris Paddock, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit back toward the mound. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that by getting.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Second inning coming up, and the lead is now 5-0. Here's Jason Hayward now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Good battle. Count remains full. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Stepping up to the plate, Nico Horner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count. 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
David Bodie.
So now to the plate, David Bodie. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. In the air down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and they can't run it down. shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Lagares looks up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Batting it.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Myers on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Padres 5 and the Cubs 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Pitch on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Padres.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Ball 2 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
He loses him on ball 4. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
Now another 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets. Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Manny Machado now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
0-1 the count. From the stretch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Heading out towards shallow right. And this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it, the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 2 full. It's the Padres 6 and the Cubs 1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jarrell Cotton.
Leading off for the Cubs, the pitcher, Jarrell Cotton.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
A ball and a strike now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 tight with that one. 3-0. Chris Bryant is on deck. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And a swing through on an off-speed pitch. Looked like he was actually a little late on that one. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail 6-1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Two balls and a strike to Dozier.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Liner in there for a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd. Around second, he's on his way to 3rd. And the Friars are in business to start the inning here. It's a leadoff triple.
Now batting.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into 3rd.
At the plate now, Austin Hedges, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. Runner at 3rd here, nobody out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the run is in to score from 3rd as he arrives at 2nd without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
At the plate, Chris Paddock. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a 1-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. A runner at 2nd, nobody out. And they do have him squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at 1st, and that's a tough play.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to 3rd with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the 3rd baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to 1st. That was very well executed.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A man at 3rd with 1 away. 2-1 to Juan Lagares. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Stepping into the box, Eric Hosmer. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes ball one.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the run is Almora. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Tyler Chatwood is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. First pitch coming, here it is. Tommy Pham is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. Chatwood, a California-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
A runner on first with 2 away. And he likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Takes this the other way to right. Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. The Padres lead it 8-1. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. Hayward stands in at an impressive 6'5", swings and throws left-handed. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Lagares is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nico Horner.
Now at the plate, Nico Horner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Dozier will put this one away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Eight runs and even 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Will Myers will be next. And a defensive swing there as this ball winds up hitting him, but he swung at it anyway, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So here's Will Myers, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Brian Dozier would be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
David Bodie.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
So here's Albert Almora next. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Ball two.
One out, nobody on. Popped him up. Hedges shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Steven Souza will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Number 21, Steven Souza Jr.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the left fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Trevor McGill gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
McGill.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Austin Hedges. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Into the box now, Chris Paddock. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-2.
On a gift of a swing there, it's 3-2 now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup.